Welcome back, ladies. In this video, I'm going to show you my planner. I'm actually going to walk you through each section and show you how I lay mine out so that you can actually see how I put it into practice. So I'm going to start off, today's Saturday, so I'm going to start off with July for next week. I open it up to the month, and I usually do this I usually do my weekly planning on Saturday evening or Sunday evening, preferably Sunday evening, because I kind of think my week through Monday through Sunday. But sometimes Sundays we just are too busy, so I'll do a Saturday just whenever I get a chance. And what I do is I open it up to the month that I'm on, and I look at the week that I have coming up, and then I open it up to that week. Okay. So as you can see here, I do my meal planning usually on Thursdays, and so last week this is what I decided on for dinner tonight, so I put this into here. Is what I've been recently doing. Sometimes I also put it on a page on my refrigerator because I have a lot of teenage girls that help me with meals, and so I actually prefer putting it on my fridge so that way they know what we're having. Because I usually use these two squares for my different businesses. For some reason this week, this is how I chose to do it. So you can do whichever way works best for your family and for your planning. But what I do is I think what I have going on this week is my daughter arrives with my grandson tomorrow. She's going to spend a month with us while her husband is working out of town. And so she's coming on Monday. And then my other daughter's birthday is on Wednesday, and then the 4th of July is on Thursday. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to write down that Veronica is arriving. And I don't actually remember the time she's arriving. It's sometime in the afternoon, so I'll look that up a little bit later. And 4th of July here, Pepe's birthday. And then we also have piano practice on Tuesdays from 8 to 1. And I believe that is the only thing I have going on this week when it comes to personal appointments. So I write them down here for the week. And then, and then that's it for that part of it. That just kind of keeps it mentally on track in my head. I'll go in later on, and we have a couple plans for the 4th of July that I'll list in here, and then also for my businesses I'll be listing some tasks for myself to do in here as well. So then I'll show you, I have a couple more months worth of, oh sorry, I also have this. I stick one of these guys in here just so that it's easier for me to get back to my day-to-day, and I took it out from last week's slots that I can show you me putting it in. So I just take it out every single week and put it into the new spot. So we'll go past. I have usually I keep about anywhere from 4 to 6 months in my planner. And then I start up with my to-do lists. So this is my running to-do list that you may have already seen in the previous video, but I keep them here. And then also, because since I have a big family, I have lists of names that I really like for if I get to hit, God blesses us with another baby, then I just keep that in there too. My meal planner, I usually put next. This is where I keep all my meal lists. Then my house cleaning lists. This is actually my list of stuff that we are redoing in our house right now for remodeling. And then I keep my daily chore lists in here for the different days of the week. And then there's my goals. So I'm not going to get too extensive in this video with the goals when it comes to showing you mine, just because it's such a personal thing. But what I do here is, this is really brief, but I have a list of some of my goals that I'm working on right now, and it's a very basic list right here. This is just to put them all in front of me. So losing the baby weight, I always have that because I'm always having a baby. Finishing this course. I'm going to make a self-care course as well. I'm right in the middle of a childbirth book, writing one, but I did put it on hold so that I can finish up with this course. And then I'm getting certified as a childbirth educator. And then my husband and I, he's a property manager, and so we're actually going to invest in our own real estate for rentals. So these are all things that I have written down and personally have as a goal. And then I have tabs for most of these in here. Okay, so say what I do is my childbirth education tab. I have a list of things that I need to do to finish up with my certification. And they're reading various books. Back here I might have more in-depth information about these items, but I just keep a list of what I need to do to finish with this goal. And I do that with each of these different tabs that I have. And so when I'm looking at planning my week, I'm going to look at this. I'm going to pull up whatever goals I'm working on and say read pregnancy, childbirth, and newborn book. So that's one of the books that's on the list. So I would get out that book and I would see that it has, I'm just guessing off the top of my head because I don't have it in front of me, but say 250 pages. Well, if I want to finish reading that in a month's time, then I'm going to want to read between 50 and 60 pages a week. And so that would be, you know, just approximately 8 to 10 pages per day. So what I would do is come back here to where I'm at, and I would write it down right here, here or here, wherever you want to do it. Pregnancy, newborn book. Read 8 pages. And then I would either write that down each time here, or another option is I also write them over here, and I'll write down that pregnancy newborn book, read 8 pages daily. And then that way it's always there to remind me, and each day I see that that is something that needs to be done. So now we say I've finished, and I do that for each of my goals. I'll find something to do each day and I'll write it down for each day so that way by the end of the week I've done something on each of my goals. And please don't expect yourself to finish all these. Like say if it says read 8 to 10 pages and I read 5, that is perfectly fine. You are still making progress on those goals. You just don't want to forget about them because we have so much going on in our life that it's so easy to forget what it is that we want to work on, and that's just not acceptable. You don't want to do that. So what I do is say I have this nice little list here of things that I want to get done. That's when I come up here, and I do this daily. Each night before I go to bed is the preferable time during your evening routine. Otherwise, you can also do it for your morning routine if that works better for you. But here's my daily chart, and I might write down. Sorry, I might write down. Read 8 pages. Pregnancy book. Okay, and then I also put all my miscellaneous stuff here that I have to get done. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head right now, but I've got a newsletter I need to send out. So I'll write newsletter. Oops, really messy handwriting. Sorry about that. Newsletter. I need to pack. I'm packing my Keurig away because we don't use it as much. I use an espresso machine more so. So pack Keurig. I have a couple jars that I do a lot of canning, and I'm gonna spray paint them like an off-white color to use for flower vases to kind of spruce up my house a little, make it a little more farm country-ish looking. So paint some jars, and you know the list goes on. I just list whatever it is that I want to do, and then you can either write your top priorities up here, or I'll asterisk those things, 3 things that I just have to get done today in order to really feel like I've accomplished something. And so that's what I do for my daily. When I transfer it, and this is what I do each night. And let's see, I want to say that that's pretty much how I do all of it. I also, I don't have them, I did bring a few with me. So something else that I do, I haven't done it for this week's yet since I haven't really planned this week, is my kids make fun of me too, is I decorate my happy planner. So I'll get some little washi tape or some, I have a little container full of colorful markers, and I will actually put some washi tape like up here, down here, or I'll put a little thing right here that's in pretty ink, you know, week of July, or Veronica's coming or something like that, and I'll make it all pretty. I got some flower stickers that I add, or, you know, just whatever you want to do, whatever that you want to do to personalize this to yourself. But Sunday nights, that's usually when I do that. That's when I decorate my planner and make it look pretty for the week, so that it's inviting for me, because it's my book and I want to enjoy what I'm using. So that's basically a walkthrough of my planner and how I format it. You want to put it in whatever order works best for you. So it's just a quick recap. I stick my daily first, then I put my monthly with my weekly. Okay, then I have my running to-do lists, which are behind here. My running to-do lists, my meal planning lists, my housekeeping lists, and then I have all of my goals back here. And I keep all of it inside of my planner, and it goes everywhere that I go, so that way if I have something that pops up in my head, I can stick it in here and I know that I'm not going to lose it. So I hope that helps you with setting up your planner, and have fun getting it customized.